Welcome to another episode of Los
BenchWarmers.
And today we're like, well, is this considered seaside or Monterey? This is Monterey. This is Monterey.
I guess.
It's not seaside.
Yeah.
It's Monterey.
Seaside.
All right. Oh, this is
Monterey.
We're the other side of the lake.
Hey.
There we go. Let's get
Is
into
this
it.
the right side of the lake or the wrong side of the lake? Like the right side of the tracks and the wrong side of the tracks. What happened? No. Locations. Come on, people. Chava is always putting the pressure on me to find the perfect location. So when I find the location,
It's not perfect.
He can tell me that, hey, what's wrong with this? The sun is too bright. The sky is too blue. And I'm like, hello?
Just pick something with a shade.
We need a studio. Hey, people with a studio. But that right now is so hot, though. We get inside a studio and we'll be sweating.
Yeah. Oh my
We
God.
need to be outside. No, not like that. Come on, calm down. It's Sunday morning. Take it easy. All right. He goes, all right, sweaty. Your coffee too hot, man. So I have iced coffee today. Locations.
Pick your location.
Where do you think there is a shade? Let's go to the police station. They might have a bench there.
I'm not going to go to the police station.
Why
fool.
not?
It's the police station.
There's the police station over
No,
there.
there's homeless people all the time.
You said there were homeless people here all the time. I don't see
I didn't say all the time. I said with the homeless, they can be part of the show.
I'm just trying to convince you to nature. You know, we have those. Do you know what those birds are?
The goose.
There you go.
See, I'm not a. What do you call yourself? By your whatever. But I know my animals.
There you go.
You know?
Okay. Yeah, they're Canadian geese.
You know they have a lot of Latinos working in the aquarium.
At the aquarium?
Yeah, one of the scientists that studies the whatever they study in the ocean. He's from Mexico DF. He has an accent like yours, like the Latino accent. I'm like, I thought Kallpa said it was hard to get in here.
I was there.
And one of the lead marketers, she's like straight up Mexicana, like accent and everything. All right, we're taking over.
No, when I was there, the lady that was in charge of marketing was Lorraine, and she's from Costa Rica.
Una flaca?
No.
Oh, esa es otra. ¿Cómo se llama la señora? Oh, no, we can't put it on the video.
Why
Or name.
not?
But she's in charge of the aquarium. They have two accounts. They have one in specifically in Spanish.
You're talking about marketing.
Marketing.
Yeah.
Social
Sí,
media.
marketing en español. Marketing en español.
Marketing.
In Spanish?
Español.
Oh, she's in charge of that.
It used to be Lorraine. Yeah, I
okay.
used to work with her, man.
Okay, but now it's a different person. That's what I'm saying.
There's good. I mean, not enough, but there was good diversity. Even when I was there, we had a couple of. There's Brazilian people there. One of the guys who was in charge of white shark research is Manny. He's from Argentina. Hay bastantes mexicanos. It was okay diversity. Needs a little bit more, but.
Yeah, but when you were working there, what position would they held?
No, the Manny was the boss. He was the boss. Argentina, from Argentina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because usually, I grew up around here, so there's Latinos working everywhere, but it's supervisor or labor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you don't see somebody like in marketing or a scientist, something like that. So that's kind of unique for me. From this eyes right here, from this side growing up, like it's unique, right?
Well,
even you're unique.
Let's say when I was working in the sea otter research, I was definitely a minority. There wasn't a lot of Latinos doing sea otter research. Even when we went to the big, there was some people with Mexican descent or like mix, white and Mexican, for sure, because that's a lot of California. But wherever we went, because we'll go in a group, like 30, 40 people to do these investigations by the ocean. And I was like, if not the only one or two of that spoke Spanish. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Not a lot of diversity there in the science community, but it's changing. Man, your thing is shiny.
I had a machine that would keep my buzz right. It broke, so I bought another one, and it broke. So I just got my blade and I just shave it off.
I used to do that too.
Hold on.
I used to do that. I would like with the machine go as slow as I can, and in the shower I would like shave all the way down because I like the steam will make my head irritated. Yeah. But I have very sensitive skin in my head, man. So whenever I shave, I get little granitos, little bumps. So
me too. I will get a lot of granos, but I've been doing it every day for the past week. So it's getting better.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Isabel says I look like a Mexican version of a skinhead.
Mexican version of a skinhead. You're straight up Russian, man. I'm gonna keep saying. I don't know how many episodes I've said this on. You're straight up Russian gangster.
Gangster, yeah, but Russian, I don't know.
No? Dude, have you seen the movie Boondock Saints? Mm-hmm. You're just like that guy.
How?
You're just like that Russian guy that kicks their asses with your goatee and bald, and you're big, bro. You're the same guy, just Mexican version.
When the police officer was sleeping with that one guy, and the guy goes around to hug him or kiss him.
Oh my God, don't say it, don't say it. But that's very funny. I agree. That was one of the best. Well, that actor, William Dafoe.
He loves him.
William Dafoe is... I say William, but no es William, it's Willam.
It's the green goblin.
Goblin. He's a great.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Okay, let's talk about this. There is a movie, okay? Because there is a genre of movie where it's not porn. It's not porn, but they do graphics. So he's in a movie where you see penetration, like close up of he has a big dong. Hey,
you paused it?
No, but this is part of the movie where he's actually. This is not.
That's porn then. He actually puts it in?
Yeah.
That's porn. That's porn.
It's bad, but it's not because they're not like hyping it up. It's part of a scene.
Soft,
and the rest of it's not soft.
Oh, it's hard.
It's hard. I don't know I think the genre has like something specific called, because it's not the whole point of the movie is not the porn scene, but instead of being soft porn like every movie, this actually like they do it.
This is in Francia?
I think the movie's in France.
Yeah,
but it's him. It's Willem Dafoe, and I can't remember the actor's name. Just like have you seen Nymphomaniac Diaries?
Nah.
It's a 2-part movie.
No.
She has sex in the movie. Yeah.
Would your wife let you do that kind of movie?
What are we talking about? Me?
My wife. There's no way. I mean, Isabel, I have this great part of this movie. Oh yeah, that sounds good. I'm gonna have to put it in for a second, but it's a great movie. Oh, go ahead, do it.
Okay. I have a question for you. Do you know about soaking?
Oh, was it a condom? Was he using a condom?
No.
Raw? Oh hell nah. Nah. Okay, I'm good. I pass up that movie.
Answer me. What's soaking? Do you know what soaking is?
I thought we were not talking about porn.
This is not porn.
Once you sweat?
No.
Oh.
You don't know about soaking?
No.
Okay, so here, I want all our Mormon followers to comment down there because I'm not religious, but I'm interested about this. Listen.
A guy who's not religious always talks about God and about religion. Somebody...
No, listen, there's this thing. So Mormons are not supposed to have sex before they get married.
Yeah.
Right? You know that.
Everybody's supposed to. If you're religious. Yeah.
Everybody lies. But Mormons is very strong. So what they do, this is insane. When I learned about it, I thought it was a joke, but it's a thing. And I've been wanting to try to explain it because a lot of people... Because no, try it. No, okay. I don't need to. No, because I'm not religious. It's very weird. Let me explain it.
All right.
So you're not allowed to have sex.
Okay.
And they consider that having sex is doing the repetition of in, out, in, out, in, out. So soaking is a boy and a girl, they get together, he puts it in, but they don't move. And here's a kick though, which is very crazy. So they need to plan this in groups.
Whoa.
Because here's the part of soaking that makes it. So it's supposedly a loop in the system. I'm sorry, all my Mormon followers, but this is funny as shit to me. So there's a third person that is on the bed, on the edge of the bed, and they're going like this. So the other two do it without doing it. I promise you,
That's
this
genius.
exists.
That's
so
genius.
they claim that they're not having sex. It just so happens that the person on the edge of the bed was bouncing when they had it in, so they're not having sex. It's crazy.
That's a loophole, right? There should be lawyers.
Hey, Mormons.
Maybe that's where they make the best lawyers.
Mormons?
Yeah.
Is it?
That's a big loophole.
You
Yeah.
make up,
You know what I'm
make that
saying?
up right now. I don't know.
We're not having sex, but they're not. You know?
Show me the proof.
Show me the proof.
But
I was not moving. You know what I'm saying?
It was my friend.
Yeah.
Soaking. I'm gonna add the definition here on the description of soaking right from the dictionary.
Do it.
Right? But it's because of fear of God. It's crazy.
I don't fear him that much.
Right? They did one step closer, I guess.
We should try it.
What? I don't know what he's proposing. I don't know. But I signed off of this. That's not part of my contract.
Bounce on the bed.
That's above my pay grade, okay? So what weird things do you know about religion? Let's not talk about religion, but I want to ask you.
What's a real thing I know about?
No, a strange thing that's crazy. Why would they do that? Because for me, this one was crazy. So what would be yours?
The hardcore, like the Catholics, that be one time of the year, they be walking down the street and they hit themselves or make themselves bleed. I'm cool. I love you, God. You know what I'm saying? But
That's a little too much.
yeah.
We were watching a documentary too on. Have you heard of what are the holy rollers that they bring snakes to their church?
Oh, the crazy white guy.
Yeah,
he looks like a demon. He looks like a demon.
But they
And he got bit, and he died. He died. Yeah, crazy guy.
Why? Because they say like brings you closer to God to have a snake there. It's so crazy.
And he died too. But he looked like a demon too.
Oh man, there's I can't remember.
Yeah, he worked. He's closer to the God.
Oh my God.
Crazy people do crazy stuff for religion, you know?
That's why I don't whenever I see a documentary that is about like murder or something and they go like, he looked like such a nice guy, he was going to church, and I'm like, first red flag, going to church, first red flag. He was a church-going man. Why would he kill 34 women? Well, there's a little bit of it.
Ted Bundy, he didn't go to church.
Well, I'm not saying every murderer does, but
Who's your favorite serial killer? Who's your favorite?
serial?
Yeah, killer.
I don't have I hate them all.
Yeah,
it's
me
not
too.
favorite. Yeah. But I think it's very
Why do
interesting.
you have a favorite?
It's not a favorite, but it's like, damn, you know?
Respect?
The Night Stalker. The Night Stalker,
okay.
you know what I'm saying?
I get them.
He's pretty much the only Mexican
jumbo.
killer.
No, there must be other, bro.
Other Mexicans, they just kill you. They just leave you alone. They're not doing borracherias, cut you open or stalk you. They just go up to you, kill you, and walk away. This guy was doing everything.
Ya que tú sepas, man.
Oh, that's true.
Especially las mujeres.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I take that back then.
There's some. We have very few things that has happened like that in Peru. Very few, but there's one that it was called El Loco del Martillo, because it was
With a hammer, I'm guessing.
with a hammer, dude. And what happened is like this was a very normal group of friends. They were in high school, but it was like a rich people, so it got a lot of attention, right? Because if poor people kill each other, it's like, oh, they're poor, whatever. But if they're rich and they have big last names, it's like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
You know, so people want to investigate more. But this guy killed 2 people with a hammer, like out of nowhere. And there's always that element of rejection, right? The guy's like, oh, I think this girl is pretty. They start to get close. Then the girl like kind of denies them. It's like, if I can't have it, no one can have it. Boom.
If that was the case, there'll be like 10 girls I killed already.
Oh my God! Because we're normal. Or we know, sometimes you just need to like swallow your pride, or like if you get rejected, it's part of life, bro.
Oh my God.
You can't just act on it all the time. That's crazy. So this is what this guy did.
So one time I got rejected. Are you done with that story?
Do you want it to be?
Go ahead, finish. It reminded me of somebing I should have killed back then.
What the heck? I don't know who want to believe someone that should have killed back then. So the whole story is a little incoherent because the victim like she died, so they don't know what happened exactly. But it was these 3 kids, and there is a famous comedian that was friends with them in Peru now. But they say they were in the top floor talking or something, or making music. Then this guy, the crazy guy, went down to the 2nd floor and asked the sister of the guy, "Hey, how you doing?" And they've known each other for 10 years, so it was so out of place. And I guess he tried to kiss her or something, and then she said, no, "Hey, what are you doing?" And then he was like calling his brother, like, "Hey, bring your friend up, like he's acting weird today," because she knew him for a long time. "He's acting weird today, so are you guys drinking? Are you guys smoking?" And that's another thing they didn't want to reveal, to not mess up their last name, that they were doing hardcore drugs. They don't say, but the guy got mad, grabbed a hold of a hammer, killed the servant first,
Jesus,
and then killed this lady. And the worst part is that she's on the phone with
after she's getting killed.
Yeah. And it's just with a hammer, bro, with a hammer. Boom, boom, boom. And then the guy, for some reason, there must have been heavy drugs involved, because the 2 guys on the top floor kind of like, they don't know what's going on until they hear this crazy scream. So then they go to the 2nd floor, they confront the guy, and the guy is like wiping himself, like pretending nothing happened.
That's
he
crazy.
just like snapped. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
You know what the craziest part is? I think he's out now.
Oh, hell, in Peru? Oh, okay. He can stay over there. Fuck that.
Because this happened in the early 2000s, so I think because of money and his lawyers and everything, he did like a 20-year sentence, and now he's out. I don't know, maybe not. Climaco, that's the name of the guy, Climaco. But it was a big case in
Something
Peru.
like that. He needs more than 20 years, no? Because that's some psychotic stuff, you know?
It all depends, because you can claim mental health and all these things, and then,
Mental health, your ass in jail then.
there you go. That's what people say. I've seen very glimpses of, well, we're going into it, dead people, but very, very little. Some in video, and some one time I was driving in the highway and I saw a body, like a lifeless body, and that shit like
Oh,
impacted
shit, really?
me. Yeah.
Oh, when was this?
In Miami, I was going, it was weird because I had spent the night at my girlfriend's without permission, so she woke me up at like 6, like, "Hey, get out of here, like my parents or whatever." So I had to leave, and I was like half asleep driving. Luckily, like I wasn't on drugs or drinks or anything, because I didn't do that much, but I was a little asleep, and then I see cops diverting the highway, and it was like a big highway with a turnpike, and then I see, when car rolls and they hit the concrete and you see the pieces of concrete, like new concrete, like it looks like scraped. So I start seeing the bumps, then I see the car, and farther away there was like a body, half covered body, and the cops just looking down, and I was like, it was so impactful for me. I was driving like not that close, but like from here to there, I was like, what the fuck? And it was 6 a.m. I hadn't slept. I was like, oh my God, I just saw a dead body.
On cocaine.
No, none of that. But it like shook me for a couple of days. I was like, man, like I wouldn't like wanted to think about it, and then all of a sudden it's like, the little it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, it pops in your head.
Yeah.
So, and that was just like a leg or something. But the fact that you see it not on TV, you see it in person, it's like
En vivo.
En vivo.
No estaba vivo, pero
no, en muerto. Oh my God.
You're going to hell, fool.
And then a few funerals, I've been to funerals, and I don't like to say the goodbye, to look at the dead person, and I don't need that.
I think in my whole life I've been, I don't know this. I'm not even going to talk about it then.
But we're talking about that. I'll tell you more of myself.
I've been lucky enough where I've only been to so far like maybe 2 funerals.
Me about 4, but
yeah, I've been lucky enough where I don't have to deal with.
But I have friends my age that have the dying episode. Like a guy I went to high school with, he died very young, man, 20 something, and he was one of my best friends. So in Peru, I left for the United States. We were 3 like best friends in our classroom. I went to the United States. My other friend went to Germany. I talk about him a lot at Fonchi, and then my other friends went to Argentina. And we were like we had like a magazine, a fanzine in high school, and we'll write poetry. So we're very connected with the arts. And the guy who went to Argentina had an aneurysm. That's the thing when your brain, I don't know exactly how to explain it, but it's like having a brain heart attack.
Oh, I thought it was the thing on the chiquito. What do you call that?
Oh my God. he wants everything sexual.
No.
Maybe that's what you need, a butt plug. When he dies, put a butt plug in, and he'll be so happy.
But what do you call that? When you get one in the chiquito?
What?
When you push too hard or you sit in the toilet for too long, you get bumps.
Oh, es
Hemorrhoids. ¿Qué te dijiste tú?
Aneurysm.
Oh, sí, it was close enough.
You were thinking about anal, huh? Anal, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No, pero lo que le pasó, what happened is the first time, I think he was a party dude too, but I don't know if they were related. So when you puke and you all this, like a little vein pops in your head. Yeah. He passed out and they did a surgery in his brain and he lived another couple of years, but then the same fucking thing. He came back home, he was alone in his apartment. He started puking, he passed out,
and died.
He died.
Damn.
And I was just so happened to be visiting Peru at that point. And my friend said, let's go to his, like he wasn't there, but they were doing, ¿cómo se llama eso? The wake? Is it wake? I don't know what to call it. El velorio, pero like the person is not there, but they're doing like a little church thing about it.
Oh, this is after he died.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it was like because his body was in Argentina and his whole family was in Peru. They were doing I don't know what that thing is called, like a respect thing where they talk about him.
La Santo.
No sé. I don't know.
Yeah, un velorio.
Un velorio, no? Yeah. But yeah.
Or it's like celebration of life.
So, yeah, celebration of life type of deal. And they asked me to, because they knew I was an artist and I'm a musician, and they asked me to recite one of his poems that he had written about getting the aneurysm, but now knowing that he's dead and I had to read it, like my voice started cracking. I was like, fuck, this is crazy, because he described it like, the only parts I remember, I was laying there in that metal, so cold, and I didn't know if I was gonna wake up again.
Jeez.
And he's describing the scalpel opening his skin.
Oh, he felt that?
Well, he's a poet, so he was writing poetry about his experience.
My bad.
But
out of the pole. Nevermore.
Nevermore. There you go. But I had to read it, and his dad was there, two of his sisters were there, and it was just like so weird. They were like, I just attended to like be respectful, and they're like, hey, you're an artist, come read this, and I was like, God, fuck, this is crazy. But his body wasn't there, so. But that was a crazy one for me. And then when I was even younger, my neighborhood was very, very small. There were about maybe 10 families, and there were kids all ages. So our group was very like put together, not because of age, but because of neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And there was this family that moved there a little later, and it just so happened that they were like me and my brother, the same ages. They were a little younger, Raúl and Alejandro. So Raúl was like my age, and Alejandro was my brother's age. Like we were like 13, 14, maybe 15. Yeah, I was 15, my brother was 12. But these guys, their parents get divorced. The dad used to like speed a little bit in the car. I think one of the weekends that they were with the dad, they go up in the mountains, and the dad like rolls off from a hill.
Speed, the drug, or he was speeding with the car?
Speeding.
Oh, okay.
Speeding with the car. Very, very fast driving.
Yeah.
I've been in the car with him, and it was scary.
Yeah.
And my dad always tell him, dude, if you keep driving like this, one day it's gonna,
it's over.
And it did happen. So they roll off a hill, and the dad and the older brother die. The little one survives. I hope he's still alive, Alejandro. But the only reason he survived is because he wasn't wearing the seatbelt.
And God was looking after him.
So he was ejected. Science, baby. He was ejected because the other two were seatbelt, the two front passengers. He wasn't wearing the seatbelt in the back, so he was ejected. Like as soon as the car fell, he flew out, and then the two other ones went up. And then they asked me if I wanted to go to the funeral and see. I didn't want to remember my friend, and like, nah. So that was, I guess I've been more involved with the dead than I thought. But no one like close to my age in my family. My mom went through that shit a lot. He had a sibling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a part. That's a part I'm not trying to get to. You know.
Yeah, well,
when your own family started to pass away, old age and stuff like that.
Well, but old age is a little more natural.
Yeah,
I'm
but
talking
still hurtful. Damn.
No, I understand, but can you imagine? I can't even fathom if you're like, because this happens to people. It happened to my mother. If you're like 20 and your sister who's 21 dies. That shit gotta change your life, bro.
Yeah. One time, one of my tios in Mexico, he got kidnapped by the cartel, tortured and killed.
Oof.
But I didn't know. I knew the guy. Just he came over here like a few months.
Yeah,
like
you weren't close.
I wasn't close to him.
Man, the more I think about it, this episode is heavy. I also had a friend that had a really bad thing happen in Miami to him. And I remember my first reaction was so much anger. I wanted to go and hurt somebody. Ooh. Again, but
Wrap it up.
again,
No more.
no more dead.
You got
I don't know how we got there, but I want to tell the story.
Before we go, let me tell you the story. The time I should have killed somebody, but I
Don't
didn't.
say that.
I didn't.
Okay.
I'm a nice guy. So I used to work at Camel
Where?
Ready Ranch.
Okay.
Have you been there? Have you seen it?
It sounds
It's beautiful.
familiar.
It's a golf course. If you're going to Camel, if you're going to Mid Valley, Carmel.
Oh yeah, they call it the ranch.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah, they
saying-
call it the ranch, but it's Camel Ready Ranch.
Okay.
The ranch. Peace.
literally have like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Are you gonna be able to?
Yes. If you stop interrupting me. My God. Anyways, I used to work there as a room service.
Okay.
And there was this one girl that used to work there too, So it was a few days before Valentine's. So I come to work. I give her a teddy bear, like that big, a good sized teddy bear. It had a suit on, tuxedo with a rose.
But hold on. Why are you giving it? Does she know you're interested in her?
That's the point. Yeah. Oh yeah, she knew. I even talked to the mom. The mom used to work there. They knew.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you guys hooked up?
No,
or anything? Nothing?
no. This is the beginning.
So this is a little crazy. If she hasn't accepted you, then why are you giving gifts?
Oh my God.
I'm just gonna say.
Are you gonna cancel me now?
No.
I'm gonna get canceled for giving a girl a present.
But you're saying you should have killed her. That's the part that is weird. Okay.
You're like my wife. My Lord.
Okay.
Let me finish.
Okay, please continue.
I'm done. This is ridiculous. Anyways, I gave her the teddy bear. It was my way of saying, I like you, because we would talk, todo eso, but this is the next step, right? Mm-hmm. I give her the teddy bear. She goes, "Oh, thank you." She hugged me and todo eso. Then we talked the rest of the night, todo eso. She left. I went home, and then the next time we came back to work, she comes out and she gives me a teddy bear, pinch a teddy bear like that, right? I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's cool." I'm like, it's working, right? And then this other coworker comes around the corner with a big ass teddy bear.
What is it with Mexicans and teddy bears? What's going on?
I don't know. And that coworker comes up to me. I'm like, "Oh, what's the teddy bear for?" I'm like, "Oh, that one girl gave it to me."
Oh.
And it was his teddy bear was beautiful. Mine teddy bear was like from Dollar Tree.
How?
You know what I'm saying?
Dollar Tree.
Dude, I was so heartbroken. I went home, and at this time I was like maybe 19 or 20.
Okay.
I got home. I went straight to my mom's husband liquor cabinet. Got a bottle of rum. Finished half of the bottle. I was tore up. I was crying. My mom came downstairs like, "Why are you drunk?" I'm blaming you because you told me.
My God.
You told me how to treat it. Yeah, you goes.
But what is? Hold on.
Okay, part 2.
Bye.